What are 5 reasons Notion AI is better than Chat GPT? Whoa. Did you know that AI responses can be inaccurate or misleading? But seriously, ladies and gentlemen, why wouldn't I just use Notion AI? Did you know that I get Notion AI for free due to the fact that I promote the product so much and I'm an ambassador and whatever? Did you know that? I got a whole workspace where I can test this thing out for free. Yet, for some reason, I pay for Chat GPT 4 and Chat GPT Plus, which, just to be blunt, the UI is a lot grosser here. It's not pretty. And even with GPT-4, this message is capped every 3 hours. Literally, it is because of 2 reasons. 1, Notion AI is not using GPT-4 because Notion AI is basically using the Chat GPT API. And as of recently, my understanding is that this is just a downgraded version of this. Now, I gotta say, the speed's really good. Using 3.5, pretty solid. It's beautiful in the sense that you're able to take data that you have and manipulate it in different ways inside of the Notion experience. By just being able to interact with things like your notes and whatnot in Notion, it is more convenient to just press the space bar. For example, find action items from what's going on above here. There's no action items, that's cool. But I was having a sync the other day with my editor, and if I try to find action items from this, what's pretty cool is that it will be able to summarize things, very easily, and it puts it into a format that I'm able to then move around in Notion, and I'm even able to just summarize things very easily by interacting with an interface that is snappy. It's honestly prettier than ChatGPT 4, but at the end of the day, this is gonna be more limited than what you're gonna get out of ChatGPT Plus. Now, you might be saying, does that matter to me? And that's a totally fair question. But for me, I care more about the quality of this output. All of my make.com automations that has been shown in other videos have been utilizing GPT-4. It may cost more money, but I care more about how good it is and the fact that I don't want to have to spend time reworking the information. And there is 2 different main things to point out about ChatGPT and Notion AI. One is that there is a price discrepancy in the fact that you can use Notion AI unlimited for $10 a month per person. But at the end of the day, it matters more about whether you care that you're able to, in real time, select things and adjust what's in your text editor, which is Notion, or your task and project management app, which is Notion, to use all these different presets that the Notion community team made, or whether you're willing to get more fancy and use GPT-4, which has a higher level of quality output. All of my newsletters are written with the GPT-4 API connection with a custom written prompt by me. The ad copy that I've been making at my job recently that is getting excellent ratings by Google is being made with GPT-4. If I made it with Notion AI, yeah, it would be a more convenient experience to work within here, but I'd be paying $10 a month for something that was just an inferior output product. Now, I'm not saying that this value proposition is bad, right? Like being able to use an AI within your system is pretty good. I could move a lot of the internal facing processes into the workspace where I get the free Notion AI, and maybe that'd be more convenient. But there is one drawback about having this kind of stuff within your Notion experience. And that drawback is something a lot of people don't think about. When I'm interacting with GPT-4, it's just in the space, it's just generative things that I'm then going to extract after curating them into my Notion workspace. When I have this and the ability to continuously press Ask AI, and for example, find action items out of here and insert it below, it keeps expanding upon the information that's already within here. And then I have to, consolidate it in order for this page to not get out of whack. But in this case, it's an area to just keep dumping the generated stuff, and then I can take out what the good quality things are from here and bring it into my more curated workspace, that is my Notion workspace. So while it may cost more money, it is going to be the better product. It is going to have all the up-to-date things. It is going to be connectable to the plugins that are coming out for ChatGPT, and it's just a different use case. I think sometimes when we're talking about these different things, we need to understand where you are coming from when you're debating on what to use. For me, it doesn't really mean anything that Notion AI is able to interact with this kind of stuff in my workspace, because if it's not the most quality thing, I'm not going to care about it as much in comparison to it being just quickly generated within the workspace. I'd rather spend a little bit more money to end up spending less time in the aggregate doing things like writing my newsletter, because the output is just way better with GPT-4, especially with that API connection, getting that larger token limit, which for those of you that are unaware is the amount of information in and out that it's allowed to spit out. A token is a word, and if I'm gonna have a 2,000 word blog post and the token limit is better with the API connection that I can use with GPT-4, I'd rather do that than use Notion AI, which, since it's a third-party application that's condensing it into their app, clearly it's gonna be less capable than the main thing. Think about this, maybe it costs more, but maybe it is worth more for your business or your productivity. Just like this video might be worth your productivity right here.